You see that trail of ants running along your kitchen counter right now? The one that disappears when you spray it, then comes back the next morning, same spot, same time, like you did nothing at all? You have sprayed them with the stuff in the orange can. You have laid the sticky traps. You have called the pest company and paid $180 for a man to walk around your house with a backpack sprayer for 20 minutes. And they came back. They always come back. Stop spending money on anything at the hardware store. There is a $1 solution you mix in your own kitchen, sprayed from a small bottle you already own, that ants will not cross under any circumstances. Not today, not next season, not next year. It does not kill them. It does something far more permanent than that. It erases the only language they speak. And once you understand what that means, you will never think about an ant problem the same way again.
The first time I saw this done, I was visiting my aunt in rural Calabria in the south of Italy back in the summer of 2014. She is 78 years old. Her kitchen is spotless. Her house is over 200 years old with stone floors and gaps in the walls that nothing was ever done about. I asked her if she ever had problems with ants. She looked at me like I had asked if she ever had problems with the sun rising. She walked to a shelf near her stove, took down a small spray bottle with a handwritten label and said, "My grandmother's recipe. Before my grandmother, her grandmother. The ants know this smell. They tell each other, and then they go somewhere else." I thought she meant repellent in the casual sense, a strong smell like peppermint oil, something that irritates them temporarily. She did not mean that. What she showed me that afternoon traces back to research published in the Journal of Chemical Ecology in 1990 by a team of entomologists at the University of Ferrara studying how ant colonies communicate, navigate, and survive. And what those researchers confirmed is something the pest control industry has known internally since at least the early 1980s. Ants do not have eyes that matter. They navigate almost entirely through chemistry.
The mixture is almost insultingly simple. White distilled vinegar, that is the foundation. Not apple cider, not cleaning vinegar. Plain white distilled vinegar, which costs about $2 for a large bottle that will last you months. You combine it with 2 additional ingredients that work together to create something the vinegar alone cannot do. The first is clove essential oil. A small bottle, available at any pharmacy or grocery store, costs about $6 and contains enough for dozens of treatments. You use roughly 15 drops per spray bottle. The second is food-grade diatomaceous earth, which you mix separately and apply as a dry barrier along entry points. A small bag costs about $8 and will treat your entire home several times over. The spray is 3 parts white vinegar to 1 part water with the clove oil added. Pour it into any small spray bottle. That is the entire recipe. The cost per treatment is under $1 once you have the supplies. Here is why this works, and this is the part the pest control companies do not want discussed openly. Acetic acid, which is the active compound in vinegar, chemically disrupts pheromone trails. This was documented in a 2007 study from the University of California Riverside Department of Entomology, examining natural ant deterrents. The acetic acid does not merely mask the pheromone signal with a competing smell, it breaks down the molecular structure of the trail compound itself. The signal does not just get harder to read, it ceases to exist. The clove oil compounds, particularly eugenol, work on a different mechanism entirely. They target the nervous system of the ant directly, not to kill, but to cause immediate retreat behavior. Ants exposed to eugenol do not just investigate further, they turn around. They communicate alarm signals to other ants nearby. In a documented colony behavior study from 2011, eugenol exposure caused not just retreat, but active avoidance of previously established routes for up to several weeks afterward. What my aunt's grandmother was making, with ingredients she gathered herself from the hillside, was a compound deterrent that erased the existing trail and then created a new chemical boundary that the colony learned to recognize as dangerous territory. The colony does not forget a boundary it associates with alarm signals.
Here is exactly how to do this today. Start with the spray. Mix 3 parts white vinegar to 1 part water in a clean spray bottle. Add 15 drops of clove essential oil. Shake it. That is your solution. Go to every ant trail you can see. Spray directly on the trail, then continue spraying the full path back to wherever it enters your house. Spray the entry point heavily. Spray along the windowsill, the door frame, the gap under the baseboard. Wait an hour. Come back and wipe the interior surface with a damp cloth to remove the residue. You want the scent to persist at the entry points, not on your counter where food goes. Now, take your diatomaceous earth. Apply a thin line, and I mean thin, a line you can barely see, along the exterior foundation of your house where it meets the ground. Apply it along exterior windowsills. Apply it in the gap under your exterior doors if you can get it there. A thin line is all you need. Piling it does not improve effectiveness. The contact is what matters, not the quantity. Reapply the spray to entry points every 2 weeks for the first month. After that, monthly maintenance is sufficient. The colony will have redirected within 3 to 4 days in most cases. My aunt reapplies to her entry points once each spring. She has been doing this for 40 years. Her kitchen has not had an ant problem since before I was born.